Set to bring him around and cut him loose. As he got them all stacked up, Klossmeyer was not happy about pulling that number one niche pill. I think it was number one pill. It was close to it. Had start on the inside. We're running for passing points out here. You want to pass cars. You can't do it up front. You got to hang on to the race lead. Klossmeyer goes to the number one spot. McIntosh settles into second. The battle will be coming from back behind. We'll gas him down the back straightaway. Keep your eye on Thorson, the blue car, down on the inside. To Keith Coons, Kerbag, Ajanian, number 98 car. Paws off the bottom of turn number 4 down the front straightaway, challenging the 47 BC of Andrew Laser. Laser working up the fluff, and he got a pretty good drive back around the outside of Thorson. He'll hold him off for now to Kloss and Marshall ride. Down into the quarter, we'll skitter our way onto the front stretch for lap number next as Klossmeyer shows the way. Got her bouncing off the rev limiter, or the chip as it's called, down into turn number 1 and 2. You hear that thing chatter when he got into the corner for the number 27 car. As he's giving it to what for? McIntosh trying to run him down. Mason Persley running in the number 3 spot. They're all kind of following along at the tire tracks. 97K cars right there as well. Jesse Love started 5th on the field, scored 4th. And it is tough passing here in the early heat races. As Thorson again down to the inside. Able to finally pick off Andrew Laser. Laser held him off for a long time. And now gives up that spot, and he'll follow along with the 98 car down the back straightaway and try to hold off the current national points leaders. A big slide job for the 71 car. Out across the snoot for Colwell. And Colwell picked off Laser. Laser said, nope, not going to happen. Smacked him back down. He'll lay a little short slider on him himself. Colwell back to the inside. That is a fierce tussle taking place for P5 on the field, or P6 in that general vicinity, as Klossmeyer puts another lap into the books. 2 laps to go that time by, and we're going to have a challenge at the race lead. McIntosh trying to set him up to the outside. Gasses that baby down into turn number 3, carrying the front end on the front donuts just to skip it across the ground for the 08 car. And Klossmeyer so far just quick enough to hold him off as those 2 cars continue to battle down into the corner. Checkered flag coming out this time out. Turn number 4, Klossmeyer going to pick up the win. The battle back behind. Colwell is able to get around and pick up a spot in the 71 car. I believe he might be the hot points earner on that one. Klossmeyer goes to the number 1 spot. Cannon McIntosh, Dason Persley, your top 3. Then it's Jesse Love in the 97K car from the number 5 spot to the number 4 spot. Thorson in the 98 had started 6th. He'll finish out 5th. Colwell in the 71 car started 8th. He goes 6th, so he did pick up 2 spots in that for Jesse Colwell. So set to go green, 8 laps of distance, running for those passing points. We'll flutter the flag, and we're underway. Zach Dahm going to be first one down in turn number 1 to 2. CB looking around the outside. Here comes Logan. Got a lot of velocity in the number 67 car. Just blew around the outside of Zach Dahm. Dahm still down on the inside. Not going to be able to get back to the number 1 spot. Meanwhile, in the back behind, here comes Sunshine. Tyler Courtney on the attack on Holland. Holly down on the inside. Drag race out of the corner, and she hoisted up the front end and gave up some distance. Drug the tail tank into the mud down in turn number 2 and let Sunshine clear on through, and Sunshine's headed towards the front. Courtney down on the inside will now challenge for the number 3 spot. Tanner Carrick trying to get himself out of that position. Will drive it hard to the inside of Zach Dahm. Dahm right back at him onto the front straightaway. A little slicey-dicey for P2 on the field. The Sunshine, there's your opening down the inside. Both of them hopped out over the cushion and left a lot of daylight down the inside. Sunshine couldn't find the traction for action to get himself up into the mix. He'll have to go after one at a time. He'll go to work on Dahm first. 17 BC car down on the inside of Sunshine. Tyler Courtney, a little slip of the grip right there. Lets Dahm separate by 3 car lengths down into turn number 3. Up front, forget about him. Logan Seavey has got the field covered. Ain't nobody catching him. Tanner Carrick, number 2 spot in the City White K car. Dahm still working down the inside. Sunshine looking for a crossover down low. Almost touches tires, coming out 2. We have to run that baby down through the corner. Dahm will turn him back to the inside. Might be able to get back. Nope, not going to happen. Tyler Courtney hangs on to it. Ross and Marshall, 17 BC car goes into the number 3 spot, at least temporarily. Dahm had a pretty good dig that time. Coming out turn number 2 down low. We're going to bring out the white flag for CV up front. Bring him around one more time. That tussle for the number 3 position. Not over just yet. Zach Dahm right back at him. Carrying a lot of horsies down in underneath. Not going to happen right there, and I believe that'll seal his fate. Here comes the checkered flag for CV up front. Carrick's going to go second. Sunshine will hang on to the number 3 spot in the 17 BC car, all the way from the number 7 starting position. Zach Dahm, the 5D, will finish out 4th on the field. Holly Holland, 67K in the number 5 spot. Robert Dalby, Shelby Bosey, David Camfield, and Austin O'Dell. How about Bosey coming from the tail field, pick up a couple spots himself in the 3B car as anticipated. Car fills out that row. They are set to bring the field to life out of turn number 4. It's a blistering pace down into the corner. Green flag comes out. Tyler Thomas, 3 wide for the number 2 spot. And around the outside went the 21 KS car. I think that was CJ Leary. Could be Maria Kofer. I got to take a little better look at it when they get down here to the corner. So we'll find out. Zeb Wise from the bottom up into the number 3 spot. Did it again. Hello, how you doing? I'm going to call him the magician because he's like a rabbit coming out of a hat in that thing. Started tail of the field, and he's in 3rd. When they cross over the stripe, that is CJ Leary running 2nd, the 21 KS car. The old Lucas Oil Ripper, number 21 KS, trying to run down Tyler Thomas up front. Zeb Wise settled into the number 3 position. My goodness, strike fast, strike hard. And that's what Zeb does every time he hits the racing surface. Maria Kofer, 21 MC, follows along at that number 4 spot as they've all separated from the rest of the field. 17 car, Devin Canfield, Daniel Robinson going after each other as Robinson down the inside. That's a good battle taking place for the number 5 position. As the 11 squirted to the inside, shot to the outside. And now he's got a little company coming. Devin Canfield was pestering him and now gives up some distance. Robinson can stretch his legs on him, trying to run down the top 4, but good luck with that. Tyler Thomas is showing away. So he's got her under full sail down the front chute into turn number 1 and 2 for lap number next 3 to go, that time by the starter stand. And CJ Leary's not closing on him at all. All he's doing is filling the void in the atmosphere that's left by the 91T car as he rips his way through. Down in the corner, slung a little sod out here into the grandstands. That thing dug in hard on the right-hand side. He's going to run down a little bit of lap traffic, lies out ahead of the number 57 car, Mark Mayhill. Late entry coming into this one. He's going to get lapped by Tyler Thomas. Thomas is going to go down to the inside. Slingshot on through, and he'll bring her around here to the checkered flag and put this one into the books. CJ Leary not able to use that lap traffic to his advantage. Was trailed by too far. He'll finish out 2nd on the field. Zeb Wise 3rd and a 39 BC from the number 7 starting spot. My goodness gracious. Clausen Marshall has got the old car super tuned, and Zeb Wise is happy as a little hound dog underneath there. Hanging onto the steering wheel of that thing, I can tell you. Beautiful. So Holland and Bosey side by side. Little better start up front, but Holly Holland's going to lay one on him again. Shelby Bosey down to the inside. Challenge back behind, slide jobs galore through the field. 3 wide out of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. And here comes Andrew Laser. He's got her gassed up. Goes to the cushion in the 47 BC car and moves into the number 4 spot. We're taking 6. Ace McCarthy rockets his way up through. Scored 5th on the field that last time across. It's the number 6 spot's up for grabs. Mark McGahill and the number 57 as a caution flag comes out. We left one, just blew the candles out on him. Coming out of the corner. So that slowed everything down. So we did score 1 into the book, so 9 laps to go for the micro league last year. Her father. So very involved in racing for that family. She's going to bring her down off the banking and onto the front straightaway as the green flag flutters about, and we're back underway. Hot and heavy from the tail of the field. Poof goes the Volkswagen. Just blew the cookies out of it. And that thing will not have a mosquito problem down turn number 1 and 2. We'll see if he's able to clear the racing surface. So far, we're staying green. Up front will be a challenge for the number 2 spot, Newman, looking around the outside. And the Volkswagen's on fire in the infield, just for the record. The firemen are running to put that out. Meanwhile, we're staying green out on the racing surface. Up front, Holly Holland shows the way. Bosey in the number 2 spot. Newman around the outside. 3-head car. Looking for P2 on the field. We're taking the top 6. We're down to just 8 cars remaining on track. Canfield and the 86C, your final transfers. It sits right now. We're going to have a battle back behind as Andrew Laser is pestering the number 28, Ace McCarthy. Tahlequah Tornado holding him off for now as Laser went out and almost blazed her into the wall down turn number 2. Now challenges down to the inside. Here comes the number 47 BC car. Good digging and pawing taking place. He'll pick off McCarthy and move up another spot. Now go to work on Bosey in the 3B car. Newman's brought that lane in on the top shelf and moved his way into the number 2 spot. And Holly Holland up front, maybe a sitting duck with 4 laps to go this time by the starter stand. And Newman's coming. Ran professional services 3N cars. Got her singing a merry tune out of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. Laser sees what's taking place. He hops up onto the top shelf and tries to follow along with the 3N car on the march towards the front. Meanwhile, Bosey down on the inside continues to put in some pretty serious laps, working the berm. Down into turn number 3 and 4 and onto the front straightaway. Newman now within striking distance. It'll be 2 to go this time by the starter stand. Can he get the race win in this B main event? We're going to find out. He's right there, almost tickling the tail feathers. The 67K car. Holly back down to the inside. Here comes Newman, the 3N car, gassed up and hammered down to the white flag. One more trip around. This is it. Final shot to get the race win away, and he's going to draw alongside down the back straightaway. Had to give up the lane, though. Didn't quite have position on Holly Holland. That's the break she needed. I believe she's going to be able to hold him off. Newman around the outside. Can he get there? Boom! Across the stripe. Jake Newman picks up the win by 78 thousandths of a second. Wow. Less than a blink of an eye. Picked off Holly Holland. Holland will be scored second on the field. Shelby Mosey goes third. Andrew Laser fourth. Ace McCarthy and David Campfield, your 6 cars at transfer. Out of this B main event, but Newman never give up, never surrender. Jake kept her gassed up around the outside. 78 thousandths of a second of victory in the B main event. I heard that car coming out there, and I thought that was the Volkswagen fired up again. It's like it just shrugs off fire like that, but it's not. They're towing him back into the pit area, unfortunately. So that'll do it for our B main event. With that, racetrack 1 to go's been given from the flag stand as we are set to go green this time. 30 laps of distance here tonight at Lincoln Speedway. You guys know how the next part goes. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is time to drop the hammer. Oh, wheels up down on the inside. A lot of grunt for C.J. Leary. Just hoisted him up. Dangled him around into the top shelf. Goes Zeb Wise. 3 wide for the race lead. Quick as a hiccup. He was up on the cush. Laying into it. The 39 BC car couldn't quite make it happen. But he's going to try her again. Well, maybe not. That's Logan Seavey. My apologies. 67 car. Where the heck did he come from? He started 4th on the field. Able to blaze it up and try to make something happen as we got one bouncing around and hang on to it, Sunshine. Out over the cushion. That'll get Seavey down to the inside. 67 car. Powers into the number 2 spot. Adam 3 wide for the number 2 spot momentarily. He'll catch the wall. That'll get Sunshine back down to the inside. And it is fierce and feisty up front in a battle for the number 2 spot. It's going to be Jake Newman. The number 21 KS car, C.J. Leary, showing him around. Here comes Sunshine, a run at the number 1 spot, runs it deep into turn number 3, takes over as captain of the ship. That'll shuffle Leary back into the number 2 spot. Maybe, maybe not. He's digging hard down on the inside. Seavey finds himself occupied with the attentions of Tyler Thomas down the inside. Seavey again, a little push down the corners. We got a slow one. Turn number 3 and 4, caution flag comes out. Now let me reset. Caught the collars to the outside. My apologies on that. Set to go. Lights are down. So we'll cut them loose out. Turn number 4. 26 laps remain. Sunshine up high. And here we go. C.J. Leary throttles it up right in sync with the 17 BC car of Sunshine up front. Tyler's going to get out of the corner. And Leary, a big old wheelie down the back straightaway. Hunkered that baby back onto the haunches and just drove down the back chute into turn number 3 and 4. We got a slow one, 1 and 2. I think he's going to clear to the infield. We're going to stay green flag. Seavey up on the top shelf, pulls along the number 71K car of Tanner Carrick as well. He'll rip her down into the corner. Seavey's not giving up. Top side of the racetrack. He wants to make something happen as a caution flag comes out, and I think that's our slow one on the back chute. The field will tighten up down the back straightaway. A little bit of a caterpillar action taking place. Back into the... Well, they'll be able to get going. Thought we were going to stack them up here for just a second. That's not the case. Green's out, and away we go. Here comes Tyler Thomas down the inside. Seavey right back to the cushion. The number 67 car just laid his tush on the cush. And Powers are down in the corner. Now comes off the top shelf and falls into the number 3 spot right behind C.J. Leary, who lost his grip on Tyler Courtney. Courtney gone into 17 BC, out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway, and Thomas is giving everything Seavey can handle. And Seavey had the number 3 spot for a while, but just wants to go back to the top side of the racetrack, and Tyler Thomas is going to come to call in the 91T car down low. Tucker Klossmeyer watches on to 27. Along with a little more company down the inside out of Carrick and Zeb Wise, 6th and 7th on the field. Zach Dahm running 8th in the 5D car. And I'm here to tell you, C.J. Leary, when he skitters his way out, turn number 4's got a lot of attitude to that race car. That thing is crocked sideways as he's rolling to the coal. A little 21 KS, and Seavey's going to keep him some company. Meanwhile, back in the field, a lot of good 3-wide action taking place as everybody trying to fight their way up through, one of which is Tanner Thorson. Thorson has put himself on that razor's edge, top side of the racetrack in the number 98 car, and was starting to pick him off. He'll follow the inside down turn number 1 and 2. 3 and 4 is the place to blaze the trail, I believe. He'll go right back top shelf. That battle, or that car, I should say, coming from deep, deep, deep. Back end's going to try to run down Holly Holland, the 67K car. She lies just ahead, the teammate Sunshine's laid a gap on him. 1.6 second advantage for the 17 BC car up front. Meanwhile, Battle now turns to the number 2 spot. Here comes CV around the outside. He brought the lane in almost by his lonesome down at turn number 1 and 2. Is now starting to catch a little company back behind him. Maybe blow the sod off down there. 3 and 4 is looking pretty good. Had a run on C.J. Leary the last time. This time Leary separated by a couple car lengths on the inside down into turn number 1 and 2. CV again gasses it up, grabs some gravity, and hustles down the back chute. 1, 2, 3 on the field. 4th is still Tucker Klossmeyer, the number 27. Tyler Thomas has fallen back into the number 5 spot in the 91T car. Beyond him comes Tanner Carrick in the 71K, and Zeb Wise in the 39 BC. Holly Holland down on the inside rolls along in the number 8 spot. Tanner Thorson, Jesse Caldwell, your top 10 as it looks. And you can go top or you can go bottom. She's just about equally quick all the way around. Sunshine pulled a straightaway on him. They slowly run down a little bit of lap traffic. That's where it's going to get interesting for him. And C.J. Leary's got to hustle if he's going to make it count. We got just 15, soon to be 14 laps remaining for your race leader up front, Tyler Courtney in 17 BC car. He rolls down the front chute, pulls up to the back of the field. Looming large on those cars that lie just ahead. With the 17 BC, he's going to keep her down on the inside. He caught a lot of the berm right there and scrubbed off a lot of speed. C.J. Leary, though, still back by a straightaway. Logan Seavey still blazing around the top side as the caution flag comes out just as lap traffic was going to make it interesting for us. Biscuits, 14 laps remain. 17 laps scored into books showing on the scoreboard down the infield. That does not add up to 30. SpeedShiftTV.com. You found that. That's why you're watching, or how you're watching. So here we go. Sunshine's distance is null and void. Had a 3-second advantage when that caution came out. Seavey goes right back to the lip again. Going to rip the fence out of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway, trying to make something happen from there. Tyler Thomas is getting very persistent. And that battle on Klossmeyer down into the corner. A little application of persuasion coming out turn number 2. It didn't take, however, and he'll fall back. Zeb Wise will now go to work on Thomas. Crossover drops the nose on him down to the inside. Challenge now for the number 5 spot down the back straightaway. And Tyler Thomas gasses right into the middle of this meet down at turn number 3 and 4. Wise pesters him into turn number 1 and 2. A good 3-car battle back behind. Oh, look out. There's a contact. Klossmeyer on the binders. Locked it up, and that car shut down on him. Now bring out the caution flag. Just went full flaps right there. I don't know exactly what happened on the inside, but it stalled the car. He's coming up and out of it. So he is looking. May have caught the berm down on the inside, knocked the left front off of it. I don't know. Nope. He's pointing to Tyler Thomas. Not happy with Tyler Thomas. So exactly what took place behind the berm, we'll never know. We didn't even know what organs were. We thought we were just filled with spirits and fire and water and stuff. Here we go. Green flag comes out. Back underway. 12 laps remain. 18 laps scored into books. Got to hand it to Seavey. He's persistent, if nothing else, on the top side of the racetrack. The only one blazing around on the restart. Down the inside, here comes Holly Holland. Holland, the 67K car, got a good dig down low and picked off the 39 BC of Zeb Wise. And Holly Holland's trying to weasel her way up towards the front. Now moves into the number 5 spot. Wise looking back around the outside. Not going to happen for him. Front, Sunshine's not laying the gun on him like he was. Here comes Logan Seavey to call to the number 2 spot. Got around C.J. Leary to 21 KS down the inside. Seavey's got to run big diamond maneuver down the back straightaway. Sunshine, you got some company down low as Seavey blows up in and shows the nose to the 17 BC car. Will bring it across the beat. 9 laps to go. The Sunshine trying to protect on the slide job, working the middle of the racetrack. Seavey goes all the way out to the women's restroom, drives it back down onto the racetrack and down deep into turn number 3 and 4, trying to get a run on Sunshine up front. Can Logan Seavey get the Mobile 1 ride into the number 1 spot? Careful. Down into the corner that time. A little bit of rotation down the back straightaways. Look out. Contact for C.J. Leary down the inside with the berm. That knocked off some speed. He'll give up the number 3 spot to Tyler Thomas in the 91T car. Battle up front. 4-car cluster for the number 3 spot down into the corner. 3 of them down low. And Zeb Wise working off the top shelf, trying to race his way down into turn number 3. Comes the call. C.J. Leary's down low. As I believe Seavey's getting a little close to that top spot. Might happen this next time around. Had to focus my attention, turn differently. We got too many battles to watch. Watch Seavey into turn number 3 and 4. right to the cushion. Looking around the outside, Sunshine shuts it down. Logan down the inside, slide jump down into turn number 1 and 2. That was a haymaker. Tyler Courtney right back at him, takes the number 1 spot back away. Logan Seavey back to the whip, down into turn number 3 and 4, comes out low onto the front straightaway, trying to keep that distance between he and Tyler Courtney close enough to work with here in these waning laps. 4 to go, that time by the starter stand. Still that great battle back behind for the number 3 spot. Finally, the 39 BC car battled his way out around C.J. Leary and was scored 3rd, I believe, the last time across. Not quite yet. It will be this time, though, as Zeb Wise is finding a lot of speed on the top side. The old SR11 whistling Dixie down into turn number 1 and 2 and into the number 3. So 2 Clausen Marshall cars, 1st and 3rd, kind of a reverse of what we had last night with 2 to go. Seavey took his best shots at him, and Tyler Courtney smacked him down like a small child reaching for a cookie jar. Said, bam, not tonight, my friend. As the white flag comes out up front for Tyler Courtney. 17 BC car down, red flag coming out. Right behind the POWRi flags for us. We got 1 capsized, and I believe that might be Ace McCarthy. Ace McCarthy bringing out the red flag out of turn number 2. Had raced his way up through into the number 10 spot from 22nd on the field. And unfortunately, his night comes to an end with a capsized unit. Gets a couple more shots at him. Number 67 car starting to work the wheel around. Cleans it out, gets ready to rock and roll. Zeb Wise, 39 BC, C.J. Leary, Tyler Thomas, your top 5. Holly Holland, your hard charger from 18th to 6th for now, is not done. Final 2 laps, Courtney brings the field back to life. Down into the corner we go. Seavey goes right back to the cushion. Watch for the diamond. Comes off. Well, maybe not. He's going to rip the lip all the way onto the back straightaway. Back behind Zeb Wise watches on, and Seavey may have given up too much distance. Here comes the white flag. One more trip around. Ain't nobody getting the sunshine. Tyler Courtney takes her down low. Seavey is going to duke it out with Zeb Wise for 2nd and 3rd. Is right there on the inside comes C.J. Leary. He'll hoist him up. But up front, it's Sunshine. Picking up the win here at Lincoln Speedway in Illinois on night number 2 of the week with the POWRi Lucas Oil National Midget League. 2nd going to go to Logan Seavey, and Zeb Wise will hang on for 3rd. C.J. Leary, Tyler Thomas rounds out your top 5. My goodness gracious. Tyler Courtney put his spurs into the flanks, and that thing said not a problem as he drove away from Seavey and picks up the win here tonight. He'll bring her down here to the front chute. A little bit of interview action taking place.
Come
Don't
around
forget.
here, Sunshine, and the sun is shining brightly here in Victory Lane. Tim Clausen coming over, Zeb Wise's father coming over, and here comes the little weasel. Oh, Tyler. Hey, buddy. 2017 was the last win for you, and what a job it was here tonight, buddy. Way to go. You did a fantastic job.
Yeah, no, it's hard to believe I've only won a couple of these things, but, you know, we don't run a whole lot of POWRi races, but it's always fun to come and do it, and, you know, we're still racing with the same guys we race with all the time, so I think this is the same podium we had last night, just flip-flopped a little bit, so, you know, it was good hard racing. Logan got to me there a little bit, and I knew I needed to get back up on the throttle a little bit. I didn't know how close anyone was there before the kind of the end there when we had those last couple cautions. So, no, great and awesome energy drink, spikes, that SR11. Rizzy's been trying some things the last couple nights and just trying to make this thing even better than how we have been the rest of the year.
That last restart, buddy, you nailed that. That was the best restart I've seen you take all weekend.
Yeah, I've been working on my restarts. My restarts kind of been killing me here lately, and just it's hard to hit them, especially when you got guys like Logan and Zeb behind you that you know are going to hit them just as good. So just wanted to make sure I know there's only a couple laps left, so I wanted to make sure those last 2 were perfect and, you know, put this thing down here in Victory Lane.
3rd last night, 1st tonight. How about a 1st the rest of the weekend at the mile tomorrow?
I would love that. To win at Springfield would be cool. I got to win at the Hoosier 100, so to, you know, try and go for I think they call it the Triple Crown of the miles or whatever they say, and you know, you got to start it off with one. We won the Hoosier 100, so hopefully we can get off on the right foot again tomorrow at Springfield for the Tony Bittenhausen.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, a round of applause for Tyler Courtney. I blew up the PA. There it is. Tyler Courtney. Oh, come here, little Logie. Way to go, buddy. Hey, not bad, not bad.
No, we were really good. You know, this place is pretty good again tonight. Had a nice cushion up there. It was just a little too rough for us to get through the holes as good as we needed to. You know, I thought our car was a little bit faster. I just couldn't be as consistent as he was, you know, running the bottom middle like he did. So, you know, like I said, our cars are really good. I just got to get through the holes a little bit better and, you know, get these finish the job. You know, we were able to race for the win there, and I hope the fans enjoyed that. But, you know, overall, it's got to be that little bit better.
What was the biggest ingredient for speed here tonight for you?
Mostly just kind of finding the racetrack and finding where my car worked on the racetrack. Like I said, Sunshine and everybody else seemed to be running the bottom, so I knew if I was going to pass somebody, I'd have to figure out how to make the top go fast. And, we were able to kind of figure it out in 1 and 2 and get through there pretty good. But as the race went on, the cushion got bigger and it was harder to get above it. So, it just kind of made it a little bit more tricky for me, especially in those last few laps. And that's kind of why we saw him drive away from me. So, I just needed to kind of stay up there longer, I think, and keep the cushion down. The few laps I ran underneath it and probably hurt myself. So it's just how dirt racing goes. You gotta be better than Tyler right now. He's one of the best, so it's tough to beat him.
Second place finisher, Logan Seavey. Give me a second. Winner last night, podium P3 tonight. Way to go.
Yeah, we've been pretty strong here lately.
Ain't that terrible? My goodness. Go ahead, Zeb.
We've been pretty strong here lately. It's just been, I think that's 4 or 5 podiums in the last 7 races. So, we've been strong chasing that guy. It's been a lot of fun though.
Maybe you can get back in that winners column tomorrow night.
Yeah, we got one more night to do. We'll see what we can do.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you would, a big round of applause for our top 3 finishers. Zeb Wise in 3rd, Logan Seavey in 2nd, and getting the win was Tyler Courtney.